What's good, everybody? Yes, it's MD Arsenal TV. Here we go again. Let's go. You know what? Yesterday, watching the Arsenal, watched it with my son. Yeah, kept him up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of a late one. Champions League was on. I was like, yeah, let's see what we can do with Sporting. Chef kiss. Yep. Look at that. Big boy Bongo in the back. Arsenal scarf round him. Yeah, I've got my rituals. But anyway, I want to speak on the game. I don't know what it is, but since Martin Odegaard's come back into the team, fluidity seems to be moving around. I did feel a little bit sorry for Martinelli on the left-hand side because you know what? It just seems like everything goes down the right. And you know what? That's what I want. A little bit of a mix, making teams think, what can we do? Because then we'll be more unpredictable. That's one thing that we need to address. I thought Mourinho, when he was going to come in, was going to address that left-hand side with Martinelli as well. And things would be more fluid all over the park. So then teams wouldn't be able to break us down and double up on Saka. And basically just like pile up on the the right-hand side, sorry. But you know what? We move. And the fluidity and the way that we move the ball and we just basically were just progressive and moving forward. Timber. I feel like we just need that pimp step, that crip walk. Yeah, that bust a skank move down the left as well. And up front, we need a killer. Yes, Havertz scored. I ain't gonna say nothing on him. I just don't think he is that number 9 to take our team. We haven't had a number 9 since Van Snakey. I'm talking the King, Henri. We've had mediocre players in that striker role position since them two. Van Persie and Henri were the two best strikers. Giroud, yes, he did feel a little bit of a void, but he'd need multiple chances. And I feel like we haven't had that elite striker since then. We've had a postman, Yaya Sanogo, so I know this is not real. The man was about to quit football to become a postman and we signed him. So, yes, we need a killer up front. I'll take Gokares. I don't care what anybody says about him last night. Yeah, he got frustrated. But just imagine him in the middle with Saka and Martinelli pinging balls in, crosses as well. He will attack everything. He'll be fed. Odegaard's assists would double with Gokares up front. We need a killer. I'd buy him. So I don't care what about the result last night. Well, I do, because obviously I'm happy because it was a 5-1 victory and they haven't lost. I think it's in 19 months they haven't lost and we broke that. We deflated them. Yeah, okay, people can say it was their manager because the manager's gone. No, they just don't lose. Sporting are a very good team with history in the Champions League as well and haven't lost in 19 months. You've seen how they dispatched Man City. So I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, it's a manager. No, we just played them off the park. And that's really what it came down to. I don't know what's going on and what cereal that, or what medication or crack that basically Partey is on. He's on a different level. He is on a different level. Mourinho, I think he still needs time to adjust. He needs to get up to speed, really, to be honest. But he's not been playing bad. I feel like a lot of people need to commit their bodies more as well. Like I saw an opportunity for Rice yesterday. And if that was Rice at West Ham, he would have just thrown himself at that ball and that opportunity. There was a cutback that he just didn't commit to. And that's not like him. Obviously, he's coming back from injury, so I'm not going to get onto him too much. And he did play an absolute wonder of a game, and that basically that assist for that corner, Gabriel, and a lot of people, when he threw this up, I was like, you're mocking. But he put a heart afterwards as well. So that's another thing, and he threw it to the Sporting fans. So hopefully that's like some like please come to Arsenal vibes. Anyway, we move on. I feel yesterday we basically played quick, fluid football. There was fluidity all over the pitch. The only thing I'm a bit sad about is basically that we didn't attack down the left hand side because Martinelli was in loads of clear cut space, and I feel like he had that 17-year-old on on his heels. The 17-year-old is an attacking player more than a defensive player, and I feel like Martinelli would have definitely got at him. But don't get me wrong, he's quick. But I just feel Martinelli had a slight advantage over him, and that's how the first goal went in anyway. So therefore, when you're defensive minded, you can switch off in little moments, little specks, and that's how the first goal goes in. Partey for the beautiful pass basically to Saka. Saka controlled, pushes it across the goal, and does a meg for the keeper as well, which is stupid. And then Havertz gets the second. Third goal, Gabriel Magalhaes is an absolute animal. You're not going to be able to hold him. I don't know what's going on, why they put that small dude on him. He overpowered him 3-0. And then they scored one, and it was a good goal. It was a good goal, but the Calafiori, I don't know what he was doing. Defensively, he's got a few questions in his game as well. And he just basically just lacked strength and just fell to the floor. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. A little bit of a backstroke on the pitch. Anyway, we move. I've never seen a penalty given, especially when a player's on a yellow card and another yellow has never been given. I've never seen it before. That Sporting player, I don't know what his name is, Adamu, whatever. I don't care what his name is. He should have been sent off. Next minute after that, he punches Martinelli and he basically whacks Martinelli in the face. How many opportunities and fouls and chances did that guy get yesterday? A lot. He should have been off the pitch. I don't care what anybody says. As a football fan, Odegaard is through. Odegaard is on his left peg. Odegaard will shoot. And he just comes in with a nasty tackle that does not win the ball, already is on a yellow card, has committed fouls before as well. So yesterday I made statistics. I'm pretty sure he done about 6 or 7 fouls after he had a yellow card. Or maybe 6. 6 or 5 or 6. He definitely did that. And then he does that crunching tackle that leads to a penalty. I've never seen a penalty given before when a person's been on a yellow card and they're not been sent off. He should have been sent off. So he's lucky. He's a lucky boy to be on a pitch. But I've seen inconsistency as well. We played Forest at the weekend and their left back kicked the ball away when he was on a yellow card. Who have we seen that happen to this season? And I'm not using conspiracy, but there has to be some consistency. Especially, you know what, if that happens to a rival, I'm a football fan. Yeah, I'm a football fan. I don't want to see anybody, say if that's Liverpool, Man City, and Man City kick the ball away, and their player, say Walker's on a yellow card. That's a red card. You can't give that to one team and not give that decision to another team. I've seen it multiple times against us this season. It's not conspiracy, it's inconsistency. The referees, they flip-flop. They just don't have the cojones to basically make big calls and judgmental calls. But they want to call easy calls. So forget conspiracy. I'm not one of these Arsenal fans that, oh my gosh, it happens to all our players. I want a brush with the same consistent colour to paint across the whole of the canvas for the rest of the whole season. And that's for every single team. If my team did it, and now that I know the letter of the law and this, that and the other, I expect it to be given. So that's how much I feel on it. So if, like Trossard, when he kicked the ball, a lot of people were saying, he just kicked the ball. He's good, and he got a red. Declan Rice kicks the ball a couple of centimetres, gets a red. Same thing happens to in Brighton. He kicks the ball, whacks it. Oh no, there wasn't a player that's really close. Well, there was a player close against Nottingham Forest, and he still didn't get a yellow, and he was on a yellow. So where's his red? There you go. Anyway, bum that. I can't be bothered to even speak about this. I'm just speaking about my good times, my club yesterday just destroying Sporting, and anybody that puts it down to a small win, it's not a small win, it's a big win. Anybody puts a manager situation into equation, no, it's a big win. And anybody that says that Arsenal are not getting back to their official best, if we can go on a run now for the rest of the Premier League, I'll be happy. I'm going to give Arteta his flowers today. Well played. You know what? You did what you needed to do, but this is what you should have been doing. I don't like it when we score a goal and we go back into a shell. And you know what? I've noticed when we scored against Sporting yesterday, we went back into our shell. The only person that I can honestly say that basically picked this team up and said, you know what? We're not going back in the shell. We're moving forward. Is Martin goddamn Odegaard. And that's why we need this guy. And this is why he's a skipper. He might be a quiet person, this, that, and the other. And you think that other people could take that captaincy away from him. No, they can't. He is a different level of player. He pushes everybody to be better. And without him, we've seen how we play. And you know what? Nobody can do his role. He presses. If we had two players as good as Martin Odegaard in the press, then Arsenal would be even more scary or deadlier than we are, because his press is ridiculous. He's relentless. The amount of energy that this guy has and the amount of time, he basically feels like when he's playing, it's like he slows down time. He feels so comfortable on the ball. He really does feel comfortable on the ball. And it does feel like he slows down time. You feel like he's taken too much time on the ball, and then he's just like, nope, I'll pass it off and I'll ping it here. I'll ping it where I want to ping it. And the fact that I've noticed recently he's starting to build and put physicality into his play, which I'm liking. So you know what? He's young. My captain, Odegaard, for me. I know Saka got the man of the match. I think Odegaard should have definitely got that man of the match. He makes things tick for our team. Anyway, we move forward. And Sporting, no disrespect, because you know what? You can't go unbeaten for 9 months. 19 months. I think it's 19 months. I'm pretty sure it is. And this loss doesn't, it does affect them, but they've been destroying teams. They're not an easy team to go against. Anyway, I'm a happy man. You know, bongos in the back. Trust me, this is my ritual. Bongos in the back. Got my Arsenal scarf on. My son, me and him watch these games. And you know what? I was happy. Kept the swearing to a minimum. Obviously, I have to as a parent, because you know what? I got my child next to me. So, you know how it is. Anyway, that 5-1. Boo! That's made my week. I'm happy. Look, you can't be happy as a fan, you know? You got to move on to the next game and hope that we do and we can keep this momentum rocking and rolling. But, yeah, I'm not going to get into it with any other teams. City, I don't know what to throw a 3-0 lead against Feyenoord. So, Feyenoord, there you go. I'm pretty sure we beat them as well. They're a good team. They are a good team. They've got really fast players that like to go forward. They're not so much good defensively, but going forward, they are effective. And to hold City to a 3-3, whew, it's mad. I do expect either a draw or win for City this weekend, because I feel like they're going to throw everything at Liverpool. But their key component is basically out, which is Rodri. But yeah, anyway, I ain't talking about any other teams. I'm just talking about Arsenal. This is my content, and this is what I like to do. Anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's MD Arsenal TV, and also under MD Games as well, because I play games as well. I've got my channel, my second channel will be coming out with all the Arsenal content, because I do go down to London quite a lot and I like to go to the pubs, and when I can get to the game, I like to get to the game. So I want to give some people some inside atmosphere of how it's like to go to a North London game if you can't just get down there. Anyway, peace people, love ya, bless.